I'm Jeff Bezos, and what you're about to hear is a confession I never imagined I'd be sharing. This isn't financial advice, but it could save your wallet. My life, marked by calculated decisions and impeccable planning, was rocked by a mistake so shocking that I nearly lost everything I had built. If you've ever felt confident in your finances only to realize that danger was closer than you thought, this story is for you. When I built Amazon, I did it based on solid principles. Obsessive attention to detail, constant innovation, and a deep understanding of the markets. Every decision, every move was meticulously planned. But once I reached a certain level of success, I began to rely too much on that formula. I believed that my intuition was infallible, that any opportunity that came my way was a guaranteed success. It was that overconfidence that opened the door to one of the worst financial experiences of my life. I clearly remember the meeting where I was presented with an investment opportunity that they claimed was revolutionary. They told me about advanced technology, market predictions based on artificial intelligence, and returns that would make any other investment seem like a waste of time. Everything was carefully packaged. The presentations, the graphics, even the body language of the executives who explained the details to me. From the beginning, there was something subliminal in their approach, a kind of persuasion that appealed not only to my logic but also to my pride. They wanted me to believe that this opportunity was worthy of someone of my caliber. I decided to invest a significant amount of money, convinced that it was a smart decision. In my mind, the risks were minimal and the rewards were too attractive to ignore. But here I made my first mistake. I did not delve into the details as I would have done with any other business. My confidence in those leading the project blinded me, and the illusion of being one step ahead of the market clouded my critical judgment. The first few weeks were extraordinary. The numbers were up, the reports were encouraging, and my investment seemed to be performing exactly as promised. I convinced myself that I had done the right thing, that my instincts were still as sharp as ever. But then the first cracks began to appear. One day, while reviewing the reports, I noticed a slight drop in yields. I thought it was a normal fluctuation and did not give it any importance. The executives assured me that it was part of the process, that the markets were adjusting and that everything would return to normal. And I believed them. After all, I had trusted them from the beginning. However, in the days that followed, the declines became more pronounced. I tried to get answers but was met with evasions, confusing data, and explanations that, although they seemed coherent, failed to reassure me. The problem was deeper than I imagined. At some point, I realized that not only had I trusted the wrong people, but I had also underestimated my own vulnerability. The manipulative tactics that had been used against me were subtle, almost imperceptible. They appealed to my ego, to my need to feel that I was always in control. I had fallen into a spiral of financial coercion and gaslighting, where every decision I made seemed the right one, even when everything around me indicated otherwise. Eventually, the financial impact was devastating. I had lost hundreds of millions of dollars, but what affected me most was the blow to my confidence. How was it possible that someone with my experience, with my resources, could have been deceived in this way? I faced a personal crisis that went beyond money. It made me question everything: my decisions, my leadership ability, even my own identity. The most important lesson I learned from this experience was that success can be both a blessing and a curse. It can blind you to your own limitations, make you believe that you are above the mistakes others make. But the reality is that no one, no matter how successful, is exempt from falling into the traps of manipulation and persuasion. I decided that I could not allow this mistake to define my future. I took steps to rebuild not only my finances, but also my relationship with money and the people I trusted. I immersed myself in the world of financial education, something that, despite my experience as an entrepreneur, I had neglected. I learned about diversification, risk management, and how to identify warning signs that I had previously ignored. I also surrounded myself with a team of advisors who were not afraid to challenge me, point out my mistakes, and offer perspectives I had not considered. Today, I look back and see this experience not just as a loss, but as an opportunity to grow. I understood that money is not everything, but knowing how to manage it can make the difference between success and failure. I learned to be more humble, to accept that even someone like me can make mistakes, and that those mistakes do not define who you are, but how you respond to them. I want to share this story with you because I believe the lessons I learned can apply to anyone, regardless of income level or experience. We are all vulnerable to persuasion tactics, social pressure, and the desire to have more, to be more. But I also believe that we all have the ability to learn, adapt, and overcome any financial challenge. If this confession resonated with you, I invite you to reflect on your own relationship with money and the choices you make. Share this video with someone who might need to hear it. Subscribe, leave a comment, and join this community of learning and growth. Because in the end, true success is not measured by what you have, but by what you learn and how you apply it to build a better future.